Hi everyone, it's Sheena LaShay, and today I'd like to talk to you about one of the hottest selling books on the market right now. That book is Mind Over Medicine, Scientific Proof That You Can Heal Yourself by Lissa Rankin. Now you may have heard of Lissa Rankin before because I spoke about her other book, What's Up Down Here? Questions You'd Ask Your Gynecologist If She Were Your Best Friend. I gave rave reviews about that book, but this book is something else on a whole other level, and it's amazing. Lissa Rankin, I've also mentioned her because she is the founder of Owning Pink and LissaRankin.com. I write as a sort of regular blogger for OwningPink.com, and I recently had the pleasure of finally meeting her in person after knowing her online for I don't know how many years. So let's talk about Mind Over Medicine, Scientific Proof That You Can Heal Yourself. Now, Lissa wasn't even intending to do this, but this book debuted on the New York Times bestseller list. Now, that may not be the marker of like if your book is great or not, but it sure is one way to measure how powerful the book is and the reach of it. The other thing is that Lissa has been featured and interviewed everywhere, from Oprah's magazine to Brene Brown to Gabby Bernstein. Like all of the top leaders in empowerment, personal development, spirituality, and medicine are all talking about this book and what she's done. Let's talk about my favorite parts. I think one of the main things I like about the book is that she's putting the power back in your hands when it comes to your health. She does agree that doctors are needed, and there are times when you need surgery and all those kinds of things that modern medicine has afforded us when it comes to healthcare. But that's only one part of the equation towards a holistic and healthy, thriving, abundant, prosperous life. And she gives just proof after proof, case study after case study of people who were able to heal themselves from terminal illnesses to if you just simply have a headache. And a lot of that has to do with our minds. Now, I wasn't surprised by the content of this book because it's something that I believe anyway. I believe we're so powerful and we're capable of anything, and our thoughts create worlds. They create our reality. But I think sometimes there are people who are like, I think she might be on a little bit of that voodoo or some alchemy stuff. And she gives you proof in this book. And I have proof in my life of times when I was able to heal myself too. One of the main points, because I can't even explain it all, but one of the main points I want you to take away if you don't get around to reading the book is this. When it comes to our health, there are a lot of things that come into play. It's our diet, it's our community, our careers, our relationships, our creative expression, all those things that make up a whole and fulfilling life. And when you are healthy or not healthy, something in that equation is not balanced. Like you could be eating enough and exercising, but you still have this pain in your stomach, and that pain could be coming from the fact that your boss is a jerk, and every time they come around, your body just shuts down. So now you have an ulcer. How this happens is because our mind, when we are under stress, our mind goes into what you've probably heard of, which is, fight or flight. If you're being chased by a pack of lions, your body's just like, oh my God, save myself. And so a lot of your certain things in your body starts to shut down so that the essentials are in place for you to run as fast as you can away from those lions. But when you're in fight or flight, your body is under stress. And when your body's under stress, things start to shut down. And that kind of stress doesn't just happen when you're being chased by a pack of lions. It could happen because you're in a stressful relationship. It could happen because you are lonely. It could happen because your job isn't that great, or you're not living your passion, or you don't have creative expression, or you're not having great sex. You could be under stress for many reasons. And when you are under stress, your body goes into fight or flight, and it actually starts to break down and shut down. And on any given day, our body is dealing with this like over and over again. So to combat that, and the other thing about fight or flight when you're under stress, your body can't heal itself when it is under stress. If you have some kind of issue, it cannot heal itself. So as opposed to being in the stress response, fight or flight, you want to have relaxation responses in your life. You want to engage in things that calm you and soothe you and pleases you. Because when you're in that mind frame, your body is not tense on the inside. So one of the things that she encourages is finding ways to have lots of different relaxation triggers in your life. Whether it's journaling or running or forming a community of knitters because you love to knit, or following your passion and moving to some other state, or getting a new job, or exploring your sexuality, or getting a massage, whatever relaxes you, you want to engage in that, because then you're setting up your body for optimum healing and health. That's one of the biggest things that stuck out to me about the book. There are so many points. I underlined many great things in here. Another thing that I really liked about the book, when she's going through explaining sort of in scientific but in everyday terms, what all of this stuff is, she talks about how, again, we're emphasizing that stress can kill you, basically. She talks about how if you are in debt, right? Or you've been laid off, you're in debt, and your house is going into foreclosure and you're going to be homeless. Stress. And being under that stress, your body's also going to respond, and it's going to shut down, and you may get an ulcer or a headache or who knows what. That is one kind of stress. What I learned in this book is that your body doesn't know the difference between you actually being in debt and losing your house and being homeless, and you worrying about it. If you're scared that you might go in debt, or you're scared that you could lose your house, but you haven't actually lost it, your body treats both of those fears as the same, which is why people are telling you not to worry, not to freak out, not to stress out. Because whether lions are chasing you or you're worried that lions could possibly chase you, your body responds the same. Here's a quote. Many of us were programmed to have disempowering thoughts about our health at an early age. Few of our parents taught us that our minds have the power to heal and harm our own bodies. Instead, we were programmed to believe that our bodies are none of our business, that we have little to no power to help ourselves get well. As adults, we wind up believing we are powerless to control the outcomes of our health, when we really are infinitely powerful. Here's another quote. When we shift the mind's interpretation of illness from fear and danger to positive belief, the brain responds biochemically. The blood changes the body's cell culture, and the cells change on a biological level. Changing your thoughts can actually change how your brain communicates with the rest of your body, thereby altering the body's biochemistry. While you can't change your DNA, you may be able to utilize the power of your mind to alter how your DNA expresses itself. This is one last part I'm going to read, and then we'll get into the giveaway. This is where she talks about radical self-care. After giving lots of scientific proof, telling her own story, having you go on your own self-diagnosis thing, she talks about radical self-care. And remember, her whole thing regarding health is that it's not just about your diet or your genetics, it's about the whole bit of your life. So she says, if you're lonely, you're stuck in a toxic relationship, you're full of resentment for people who have hurt you, you're cheating on your partner, you're selling your soul at work, or you feel spiritually bankrupt, no amount of veggies, gym visits, 12-step programs, or vitamins is going to cut it. Radical self-care involves things like setting boundaries, living in alignment with your truth, surrounding yourself with love and a sense of connection, and spending time doing what you love. You need radical self-care, not just in your health habits, but in the rest of your life. This book is awesome. I highly recommend you go out and buy it now. And one of my lucky viewers or readers, they also get to win a copy. I got a copy, but I also went to one of her talks and we were given a hard copy of the book, and it's also signed. So whoever wins it, she signed it, Love and Blessings, Lissa Rankin. To enter this giveaway, I just want you to put a comment below. I spoke about how stress triggers can bring about just harm and negativity to the body, and to counter that we need to have relaxation triggers, things that are going to calm us or please us and soothe us or activate the joy in us. So what I want you to do is to list 3 things that are relaxation techniques for you. They could be anything, like what calms, relaxes, pleases, makes you feel happy, makes you feel amazing. Like, I can give you 3 of mine right now. I have a tea ritual. It's very meditative for me. I journal. It's very therapeutic. It's how I process things. It's how I come up with ideas. And I like to have sex. That relaxes me and riles me up in a good way too. So I want 3 things that relax, calm, please, or whatever you, in the comments below, and the details of how long it'll be open and requirements and all of that are also going to be in the info box below. Go out and get the book. Go visit Lissa on her website, on Twitter, on Facebook. She loves engaging and talking with people. And if you also have any questions or anything, let me know. Visit Owning Pink. Many of the bloggers, we write about those different main factors in your life. Career, finances, relationships. We all pick different topics and we write tips and techniques and things on how to live your most authentic and powerful life. I hope that you're having a great day, and bye.